Hi, I'm Sarah Wall with your Fox 10 News Now update. We are continuing to keep track of the coronavirus pandemic. Officials say 2020 is on pace to be the deadliest year in American history, mainly because of the pandemic. The latest numbers from Johns Hopkins University show more than 151,000 new COVID-19 cases and 2,000 new deaths reported yesterday. More than 326,000 Americans have died from the virus. Since the surge in cases in COVID-19 comes as millions of Americans are heading home for the holidays. AAA predicts 85 million people are expected to travel over the next week and a half. Officials say most people plan to drive to their destinations this year.
Travelers can really control their environment. They can control where they go. If they need to return home quickly, they don't have to worry about, changing their flights. They can just get back in the car and drive back home.
And although AAA says they predict nearly a 30% decrease in travel, the millions that will travel are prompting fears among health leaders about a new surge. Some cities and states and countries are taking precautions. Travelers going to New York City or returning will have to sign a commissioner's health order and could face a $1,000 fine if they violate the terms. And around 40 countries have some sort of travel restriction or ban on UK travelers since the UK identified a new coronavirus variant. A $900 billion relief bill may still be in jeopardy this morning. It comes after President Trump says he is not happy with the bill. The president asking Congress to make big changes to the massive spending package and the new relief bill. One of the president's biggest complaints is more than $600 payments to eligible Americans. He wants lawmakers to increase those direct payouts to $2,000 for individuals and to $4,000 for couples. It's something he and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi agree on, and House Democrats are expected to call up his proposal for a vote today. GOP lawmakers, meantime, are poised to object, offering their own proposal to cut foreign aid. But some lawmakers say they oppose the president's request, saying he should have pushed for the changes before Tuesday. And others want to rewrite the relief plan and the spending bill altogether.
So then suddenly he says, no, I don't like this, I don't like that. Well, what we need to do is he needs to sign this bill, and then, of course, we can do additional payments. But it was his own party that was blocking them.
We should go to Washington right now and fix this bill. Make sure that it's not wasting money.
If the president vetoes the bill, the country faces a potential government shutdown next week. Daphne police need your help to identify a would-be thief who was caught on camera trying to break into a Lake Forest home before giving up. They're hoping someone will recognize the woman in this surveillance video. It was taken around 1:30 Tuesday afternoon from a home at the corner of Windsor and Wedgwood in the Lake Forest community. Police believe the alleged thief may have known the homeowners were out of town. What the suspect didn't know was that a camera was watching her every move.
I think it's safe to say she probably had no idea that camera was there. It's pretty well hidden. That actually makes our job a lot easier nowadays with the amount of home cameras that are out there.
Investigators say the suspect walks with a slight limp. This is because they say she's wearing a brace on her left knee. The suspect first checked to see if the rear door was open. When she could not get in, she then came back and tried to use what investigators believe to be a credit card to open the lock. Finally, she came back one more time with what investigators say is a screwdriver. After prying at the lock for a moment, the would-be thief gave up and walked away. If you have any information that could help the Daphne Police Department, you're asked to call them right away.
And to see if there's any severe weather in your area. The good news is with this system, it will move through quickly this morning. And then behind it, some very cold winds are going to come in behind. So there's the system moving through here this morning. Cold winds starting to come in behind pretty quickly, and the temperatures will drop very fast once that system moves on through. Let's go ahead and check that out. I mean, look at this. Temperatures this afternoon. It'll start in the 60s in the morning. We're going to be in the 40s in the afternoon. Wind chills are going to be in the 30s. It is going to be bitterly cold as we go through the day. Those winds will be howling out of the northwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour and higher at times. And then we get to this evening, and you see how we continue to see those temperatures and the wind chills continue to dip. That takes us through 9 o'clock tonight. I wanted to go ahead and keep on going with this to go from 9 o'clock to when the big man's flying around here at midnight. It's going to be right at freezing, wind chills in the 20s. And look what happens on your Christmas morning. The temperatures will drop down into the 20s, the wind chills in the low 20s. It is going to be frigid to start off with on Christmas Day. So make sure everybody's got some warm jammies and some hot cocoa. It is going to be a cold start. By 8 a.m. on Christmas morning, we're still at 32 degrees, staying cool throughout the day. In fact, we're only going to be in the 40s once again tomorrow as well. So get ready for a couple of very cold days. And I just put this up because I thought it was funny. Last Christmas hit 73 degrees, a little spring-like. This Christmas, definitely winter-like, one of the coldest ones we've had in quite a while. Here is your outlook. So we have the cold weather here on Christmas Day. We've also got a cold start on Saturday. It starts to warm back up by Sunday. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas.